Abujo, nangotashminon nidbatan manda eje gopun mabagi som zinigan jin kaza maba. So today we're going to talk about the year, and what I call this is Gisom Zinigan, which is month, a month book, or a sun book, or if you want to go more specific, the big Gises Zinigan. So that would be the moon calendar. And Nishnabé, we always had 13 moons. We went by the 13 moons, but until the settlers came and brought a new way of looking at time, that we got into calendars and months and weeks and so on. So I'm just going to tell you what I know of the year and the months. So this would be 1 month. Ngogisis. Those of you who have learned how to count, Bejik, Nish, Swe, Niwin, Nanan, okay, you don't say Bejik Gises. You say Ngogisis. 1 month. That means, and it's all common sense actually, the moon, now let me see, does the moon go around the sun? No, the moon goes around the earth once. Goding, once. So you take the first part of that word, ngo, and then you put gises, 1 month, ngo gises. So if you're going to say 2 months, maba, nish gises. Ngo gises, nish gises. Mandadash kena miwe ngo bon. One, so the earth travels around the sun in 1 year, I think. My science, but to me, that's how it goes. So 1 year it takes, to travel around. So go bobod, 1 winter is actually what you're saying, because bobon is winter. Go bobon, 1 year. Go bon, 1 month. Go gises, go gises. 2 years, nijabod, that means like 2 winters. So however old you are, you would say the number and you would say babon at the end. Babonigis, actually. Say if you're 50, non-midna dun sabonigis. So I am 50 years around the sun. So we're going to take a look at some of the words associated with the months of the year in our language, in our Anishinaabe language. And over here, I'm going to refer to this chart. Months of the year depend on the location and the weather or the season. What happens during that season is how the months are known, or how the months are known. So in January, we call it Menedogizes, which is a spirit moon. In January, which is supposed to be the coldest month of the year, between January, maybe December starting, Menedogizes is spirit moon. And in January, you'll kind of hear the spirits, like you'll hear your house crack because it's so cold. When you go outside, you can hear the trees even cracking. So that's cold around us, eh? And cold is a spirit. So January is known as spirit moon. February, February is known as Makwa Gises. And Makwa Gises means bear moon. And so it is known in February, around the middle of February, towards the end of February, the bears are starting to stir in the den. They're going to give birth very shortly. They might, I think they have already, and usually they say it's the very first foggy morning in February. That's when the babies the little bears are born, the cubs. So Makwagises, February, Makwagises. March, Nabdin Gises. Nabdin is the snow crust moon. So what happens in March is sometimes we have rain and then it gets cold. So the snow gets crusty on the top. So that's how you say that in the language. It's a nabdin. You can actually walk if you're not as heavy as I am. You can actually, like the kids could actually walk on top. I remember walking on top of the snow, and the snow would be like really, really deep. But you wouldn't fall through because it's crusty on the top, so you're able to walk on top. So that's Nabdin Gises, snow crust moon. And then we go into April, and April is called as Bopogame Gises, broken snowshoe moon. Oh, that's in March or April, but I think it's April. Bopogame Gises. Because if you continue to snowshoe into April, because of that crusty moon before in March, it's crusty, it's going to damage your snowshoes. And then the more snowshoe walking you do, the more damage your snowshoes get. So, and it's at the end of the winter. You've been snowshoeing since December, and then your snowshoes are starting to wear out. So by April, it's broken snowshoe moon. That's one. And then in some other places, April is referred to as Sisbakdakegises. Sisbakdakegises is another word that we know as April. It's sugar moon. Okay, it's a time to make maple syrup. Some people also call it Ziguan Gises, and that means that the sap is starting to run. And actually, it's already run. It starts running in February, actually. Some places are already starting their collection of sap and already boiling it. So in April, then, they're making the sugar, the maple sugar. So it's sugar moon, Sisbakdakegises in April. Then in May, we have Nemebnegises, which means sucker moon. So in April, early April, we have the suckers are running in the streams. Some people like to eat them. We used to eat the heads, the sucker heads. They were delicious. When I was young, they were good. And especially the eyeballs. And then we have June, and June is called Wabugonigises, which means blossom moon. Blossom moon in June. So, you know, in June, all the flowers are starting to blossom. So actually, all the months, it depends on the weather and the season, what is happening, and everything is around that. July is Mingises, which is berry moon. So berries are plentiful, although we have strawberries. They bloom in June and July. They're practically all gone. But then we have our raspberries, our blueberries are getting to be plentiful at that time. So it's mean geese's berry moon in July. Then we come to August. And August is known as Menominee geese's. Menominee geese's is rice, the ricing moon. So I think it's mainly towards the end of August. That's when the ricing starts in places where rice grows. And then in September, all of you know what happens in September. The leaves start to change color. So it's Wabaga geese's. So Wabaga, the green leaves start to change color. They turn yellow, they turn red, some of them. Okay, so the changing leaves moon, Wabaga geese's for September. Then we go into October. And October is Banaqui geese's. Banaqui geese's, and those leaves that have changed color are now falling off the trees. Banaqui geese's. So it's falling leaves moon. And then we go into November. November is Bishkakwadin geese's. Now, for some person, we forgot to write what that means. So Bishkakwadin geese's is starting to freeze. The ponds, all those types of things, they're starting to freeze. Okay, it's starting to freeze moon. So it's getting kind of cold and things are starting to freeze. And then in December, we have Minidogi Sons. So that means small spirit or little spirit moon. So, and that's when our little spirits are starting to come around and tell us that, hey, winter is here. You know, we're going to get bigger. So they start off small. So when you think of all, like what happens in each of these moons or months. What happens during that month is usually what that month is called. Some areas are different. These ones are mainly around in this location. Earlier I mentioned, or maybe I didn't, the days of the week. We have two versions, or maybe even three versions, to identify the days of the week. And because of the Jesuits that came and worked with our people, and through colonization, we've been deemed towards Christianity and whatnot. So some of these words in the days of the week are reflective of that. So let me just, first of all, let's start with the Anishinaabe people had 7 days. And I'm going to just show you. Let me just show you. I'm just thinking about it right now as I'm speaking. But this is good information to know. Anishinaabe people, we had our own days of the week. This is what it looked like. So we had Nungwa. Now or today. Okay? That's one day. We had Ginagwa, which means yesterday. Okay? Then we had from now, okay, everything stems from now. We had Osnawa. Okay, so there's your 3 days. And then we had even another day from there. We had Che Osnawa. So we have today, and from today, we have 3 days behind us. Okay, we have Ginagua, Osnagua, and Osnagua. So yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the day before yesterday. Now we go the other way. We're going to go Wabang tomorrow. Wabang. From today, then we go Oswabang. Oswabang. And then we have Che Oswabang. Whoops, there's 2 A's there. So this was our traditional 7 days of the week. We never had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This was our 7 days of the week. Okay? So let me go over it again. And let's just look at a calendar here. Okay? And just to give you an example, let's go right to March. Is this March? Yes. So March, we have, let's say it's the 8th, just for example. So that would be Nangwa. Nangwa. Chinagua, yesterday. Osnagua, day before yesterday. And Chiosnawa, day before the day before yesterday. That's 3 days behind you. And then Nangwa and Wabang tomorrow. Oswabang, day after tomorrow. And Chioswabang is the day after tomorrow. So there's your 7 days of the week. The old way. But we've been conditioned to either follow what we say as through the church. So Namegishgat is Sunday, which is pray day. Namegishgat is like holy day. Shquanemegishgat, okay, so we have Shquanemegishgat, Monday is after pray day. That's the definition, after pray day. Then we have Nishgishgat, so that's the second day. And then Wednesday is called as half a day, or half day, or half of the weekday is Apta Gishgat. Some say Aptwisse, so it's half the week, And then Thursday, Spinaganwan, Thursday, and it's referring to Holy Thursday, which is consecration day. Okay, like Holy Thursday is when they had the Last Supper and Jesus lifts the chalice up. So those of you who are still Christian will relate to that. Then we have Jibatogishgat, which is Friday or cross day. So in that, in religious terms again, refers to on Friday when Jesus was nailed to the cross. It refers to Holy Friday or Good Friday. And then Mani Gishgat is Saturday, and that's Mary's day. So whatever, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, her day was celebrated on a Saturday. And then, okay, and also Wednesday sometimes is referred to as Joseph Gishgat, which is Joseph's day. So this here, some people still follow that, and there's nothing wrong with that. And we have to respect everybody's beliefs. It is not up to us to judge what other people follow, what their beliefs follow. So those are the days that reflect on Christianity days. And then we have these days here. We can say a Nemegishgat, which is pray day. Nitamgishgat is first day. Some have numerized the days, eh? Nishgishgat is second day, which refers to Tuesday. Niswegishgat, which is Wednesday, third day. And then Aptwing is half. And then we have Nanangishgat, which is the fifth day, or Jibatugishgat up here, right? Which is Friday. And then we have Godosugishgat, which is the sixth day. So some people choose not to go by the Christian way of naming the days of the week. They choose to do this here part. And it's a choice that people have. Okay, so let's go here again. Over here we have Ngogishik would be 1 day. Ngodemegishik is 1 week. Ngodemegishik, 1 week. So 2 weeks, Nijanemegishik. So if we had a client say, I'd like to make an appointment, and then you as the worker would look in your calendar and you would say, you come in 2 weeks' time and I'll give you an appointment date for that. So and Sonamegishik is 3 weeks, and then Gohizis is 1 month. So you wouldn't say Niwid, New Megishik, because it's no sense to say that because you're referring to 1 month. So that's all I have to say about that. Naha, Baba.